What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. And right now, I'm going to give you guys my really quick thoughts on Jack Black's new movie, Dear Santa. All right, I don't know who this movie was for. I guess it was for families, but I wouldn't want my family to watch it. I wouldn't want my kids to watch it. It's not really for adults because it's got that family movie vibe to it, but I wouldn't want my family to watch it. I don't know. So, okay, it's about this kid who's dyslexic. He writes a letter to Santa. He ends up writing Dear Satan. And one of Satan's demons shows up, and he doesn't realize the kid wrote to Santa. He thought that he wrote to him. And he decides to grant the kid some wishes in exchange for the kid's soul. In that instance, it's kind of like Bedazzled, right? We've all seen one of the versions of Bedazzled that's out there. The one that comes to mind, obviously, is the Brendan Fraser, Elizabeth Hurley one, but I believe there's one or two more before that. And that movie was, I'm specifically talking about the Brendan Fraser one here. That movie is far more consumable than this one is because that movie was geared towards adults. And this movie feels like it's geared towards families. And I'm sorry, I'm not a prude. I'm not. I'm just not. Yes, I'm a Christian and I will never, try to hide that from any of my YouTube followers. But I'm not a prude. But I just don't like the idea of my kid watching a movie where Satan is some heartwarming character who decides that he really likes this kid. And I know we're specifically talking about a demon here. It's not Satan. Satan is actually a fun little cameo that's in the movie. But this isn't a movie that I want my kids to watch because I don't want to introduce the idea into their head that, hey, Satan could be a nice guy. That's not some place I want to go with them. And I feel like a lot of American families are going to have that viewpoint on it. So I don't know who this movie is for. On the positive side, it's great seeing Jack Black. I've always liked him. And there was some funny moments in this. There was a few moments in this movie where I chuckled. I never really laughed out loud at any of them, but there was some chuckles in this movie. There was some jokes that Jack Black made. All the comedy comes from him. There were some jokes that I thought worked. I just wish they were in a better movie. I wish that they were in a movie that was more consumable. And on the positive side, I was invested in this movie. I finished it to the end. I wanted to know what was going to happen. So, me, I watched it by myself. I didn't subject any of my family to this. I watched it by myself. But me, from me speaking as an individual, not as a dad, I can say that I was invested. I finished it. There was satisfaction at the end, and there was some laughs. Some very small laughs, but there were some laughs. I just don't know who this was for. I don't know what the filmmakers were thinking. I don't know what... I think they misread the room here. I think they misread the room on what a good Christmas movie could be. If you want to make a movie like this, make Little Nicky. Make something like that. Little Nicky was a terrible movie, but I didn't feel like it was an unsafe movie because it wasn't geared towards kids. Bedazzled. I thought Bedazzled was funny. It's been years and years and years since I've seen it, but I remember thinking it was funny when I watched it. Make these movies, but don't gear them towards kids. Like I said, I just feel like they misread the room here, and they tried to make a heartwarming Christmas family holiday about Satan and demons. And it just, nope, didn't work for me. In the sense that I would want other people to watch it. In the sense that I could recommend it. So, that's my take on Dear Santa. I don't know. Maybe I am a prude. Maybe I am a prude. I don't think I am, but maybe I am. I don't know. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. See you guys.